Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Homebrew Wednesday, and I think this will actually be the first day that I get a Homebrew Wednesday video posted on Wednesday. So, cool. All right. Well, hey, I'm down here in the basement today. It's a little bit change of pace, change of scenery, just because I want to talk about my Punch and Judy extra special bitter. It came out really, really well. Very, very happy with it. The only complaint I would have, being critical of myself, is that I used maybe a little too much black malt in it. I used about 4.8 ounces, if I recall, of black malt. It came out just a little bit dark. Looking at that black malt, it's about 500 SRM according to Beersmith, so I think it's maybe an easy fix. The taste is right on. I mean, it's tastes just like, better because of the fresh ingredients, I think, than an ESB you can get from the store. But it's a lot like Old Speckled Hen, Fuller's ESB. So I'm very, very happy with it. Anyway, what I wanted to do was do a quick pour, kind of show you what it looks like, and do a little quick tasting. So this is it. Like I said, it was a little too brown. I didn't put any gelatin in it, and I didn't strain this one because I was worried about the filtration system. So let's go for the taste here. Smells kind of a little toasty, a little kind of a biscuity type aroma. Very very much like the ESB that I was kind of shooting for. As you can see, it's got a nice off-white head on it. I poured the head a little bit too big, but it's nice head retention, and it has good lacing on the glass too. Yeah, has a real subtle hop kind of taste throughout, and then towards the end it's got this nice kind of subtle sweet finish, just really delicious. And it tastes just like the ESB kind of feel that I was going for. So very happy with this. My only complaint is that it's a little bit too dark. I think I'll cut back a couple of ounces on the black malt, and I think I'll have a pretty good product. So anyway, while we're down here, we might as well look at, this is the future home of the Dean Man Cave. Follow me, I'm going to show you the Man Cave here. Okay, it's not much to look at right now, but we are going to rip this place to shreds. We're going to put in stained, polished concrete on the floors. We're gonna tear this old 1970s bar down. We're going to put the bar kind of oriented this way, have a dartboard area over here. A wet bar. I'm going to bring my kegerator over here. Got a nice fireplace over here. We're gonna put up a nice big screen TV, and we are going to turn this into the ultimate man cave, the Dean's Man Cave. Isn't that right, Logan?
Yep.
All right, and we got a lot of work to do in terms of moving all this crap out of here. Okay, so this is going to be the kids' game room, but until it's the game room, right now it's kind of the temporary storage area for random crap that we buy from Homes Goods. And this here, we walked into the store, my wife and I saw this, and we fell in love with it. It's a British telephone kind of, British telephone booth that will hold drink glasses and stuff. So this is eventually going to go into the man cave once we get it finished, but for right now, this is kind of the holding place. I had it in the kitchen, and my wife was not happy with it in there. It was holding all of the beer glasses, and she said it was an eyesore. So it will be a good English pub addition. Okay, so here we are down here in the fermentation chamber, I guess you would call it, for lack of a better term. This is where I ferment my ales for the time being until my wife gets all the contractors in here to start ripping this place apart. So right now, I have wrapped up in the blankets my Snow Day IPA. If you remember from last week's episode, we had a snow day on Thursday, and my son and I brewed this up. It turned out really well, I think, so far. We had a good, I think the gravity was 1058. So anyway, it's been fermenting for about 6 days. I was about to do some dry hop additions. I've got, let's see, what do I have here? I've got three 3 hops that I want to add to it. I've got Citra, an ounce of Glacier, and an ounce of Cascades. I originally was going to use the full leaf hops for the hop additions, but you know, reading through some things online, I saw that the pellets actually make better for dry hopping because they swell up and they sink to the bottom, and it makes it easier to filter the beer. So anyway, I'm going to wait till tomorrow because I came down here ready to get. I got all excited, and I was gonna go ahead and dry hop because all the fermentation activity had started. But as soon as I walked down here, as luck would have it, I looked at the fermenting airlock, and a bubble, hit. So I was like, crap, it's not done yet. So anyway, if you look at it here, I got a pretty good volume. I'm over 6 gallons. A lot of trub and yeast cake at the bottom. I think it's pretty much stopped, but I saw one more bubble, so I'm going to give it one more day. I'll do the pellet hop additions tomorrow. Close it up for another, I don't know, 5-6 days, whatever I feel like. And my cousin Patrick is coming down he's coming down on Friday and Saturday morning. Saturday morning we're going to brew from 10 to 3. We're going to brew, I told him we were going to do a Munich Helles, but we're not going to be able to do the Munich Helles since we're doing all the construction down here in the basement. Our refrigerator is not going to be ready to be able to do the lager fermentation. So instead we're going to do Dropkick Nate. Dropkick Nate, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Nate from Under the Table Brewing. Thank you so much for sending me the recipe. We're going to go ahead and brew that, and I'm going to use the proper Munich malt that you suggested in the recipe. So I'm going to go pick those ingredients up this weekend, and I'm looking forward to brewing that with my cousin Patrick. Shout out to Josh Secor. Enjoying watching your videos right now. Aaron Gross, dude, you are like the video Jedi of Himebrew Wednesday, and I aspire to put the special effects. You had an episode recently where you duplicated yourself, and I got to figure out how to do that. But anyway, I'm loving watching all your videos. Please, if you like the videos, subscribe. I want to grow the community and meet as many of you as I can. Also, one last note. After I brew with my cousin Patrick, we're going to go up to the DC Craft Beer Festival, down in the... Wow, that's kind of like Silence of the Lambs, isn't it? Alright, hit cut. Okay, like I was saying before I was interrupted by the very eerie Silence of the Lamb type. We've got a bell down here. When someone calls, I don't know if you can see it. I think the bell is down in the boiler room. But there's a bell that rings when the phone rings. It freaks you out if you've never heard it before. Anyway, so Saturday, after I finished brewing with my cousin Patrick, I bought some VIP tickets for he and I to go to the DC Craft Beer Festival. It's going to be on the 21st of March at the DC Convention Center. So if you happen to be in DC, wave me down. I'll be wearing a Dogfish head cap. Hope to meet you if you're in the DC area. If not, hey, have a good Homebrew Wednesday and brew another one. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention was I'm pretty damn excited because Beer Mill came this week. It wasn't, I don't know any of you guys well enough yet to start getting Beer Mill from you, but Beer Mill came this week and I got some hop rhizomes. So here's a rhizome for Willamette. Got one rhizome for Willamette, and I got one rhizome of Centennial. Can you read that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, these bad boys, we're gonna plant these bad boys just on the other side of that wall here in a few weeks, probably once the threat of frost is over. And I fully expect that my wife, with the green thumb that she has, is going to be able to get hops shooting up these damn twines that we're going to plant on the side of the house. And they say it takes a year or two to get these things going. I suspect, as good as my wife is and as green as her thumb is, she's going to have these bad boys, shooting up in no time. And I bet you I'm able to brew with some hops that we grow. And the cool thing is, I've got Willamette and Centennial, so I've got a bittering and an aroma hop, a Centennial bittering and Willamette aroma, I think, hop ready to go. So I'll try to figure out a recipe and how we can inculcate those into the recipe. In the meantime, really what this was a very sneaky attempt by me to conscript my wife into the homebrewing hobby, because she likes gardening She doesn't like the smell of hops, so I figure I get her to grow the hops. She will be vested, and she'll have to better join them. So anyway, looking forward to it.